Hello there, I'm Mick Fleetwood, and this is the soundtrack of my life. I remember a song, when I had to have been really small. It was called Little Red Monkey. I don't know how I'm channeling this information. And I have no idea who sang it, and it was out of some horror flick, but it was on the BBC, and she used to do her cleaning, Mum, and put the radio on. And at that age, it was called Little Red Monkey, Little Red Monkey, 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 diddle-a-dun-dun-dun-dun. And apparently it was like one of those awful things where someone was walking down it's like a spy film or something, apparently, and he bumped into people, and as if it was an accident, and really he was injecting them with poison. There you go. That was the first song I remember, Little Red Monkey, Monkey. But in truth, you could go with another one. Was at boarding school when I started really listening to music on a crystal radio, which was interesting in itself, because they actually do work. They don't have batteries, they're just they're crystal energy. And you make them, I mean, they're totally illegal at boarding school. And I remember hearing and finding out later on who it was. It was Wake Up Little Susie, the Everly Brothers. It would have been Peggy Sue, Buddy Holly. No wonder. I thought the whole imaging of who he was, of course in those days you didn't realize how young he was, and truth, the tragedy of losing him. And then later on you realized how important he was to, the likes of, you mentioned Buddy Holly, to Paul McCartney, you go, and he'll go, he started a lot of creative sensibilities, very, very, very modern, connected Buddy Holly in the way he approached his music, and unique. Cliff Richard's and the Shadows. We lived in Gloucester, just outside Gloucester, in Gloucestershire, and it was just, we used to buy singles, but the first album was Cliff Richard's and the Shadows. I can't remember what edition it was, and the shop I wouldn't remember, but it was bought in Gloucester, and they were the ultimate heroes, Cliff and the Shads. The first gig I ever went to, oh my God. I'm going to have to take a shot at really what it was. Well, the first gig I went to was a gig at my school, which is a gig. It wasn't. You were looking for someone that I went to see, right?
Yeah, school works as well, though, if you remember it. And want to
I did. It was a school band, and I was already fantasizing about being a drummer, and I remember I plucked up enough courage to get up with the band that was playing at the school dance. I'm not big on the old dancing thing, but Sly and the Family Stone, it's a family affair. The groove on that is supreme, and for me, it's a good moving one. I sounds a bit corny, but I wished I'd written Imagine by John Lennon. Pretty much says it all. I remember a song that I loved then and I love now that I could not, was Woolly Bully by Sam the Sham and the Pharaohs. And it still sounds great. And that thing's stuck like glue. Actually, Albatross by Peter Green.
Okay.
And if you listen to Albatross, it is very Hawaii. And in fact was inspired by Santo and Johnny, who I'm believing was a little combo that came out of Hawaii. All the lap pedal steel, and Albatross was certainly influenced by, it is fair to say, I would imagine, a lovely song that band did called Sleepwalk. The song that changed my life, that's a very bold statement. I have to say, I think it would be Albatross. Changed my life because it was a #1 hit, and I was in a band called Fleetwood Mac, and that pretty much started the whirlwind of what happened to us. Any Buddy Holly song, I didn't know, but a lot of all this was actually not on a drum kit. He would, well, some of it was, but Buddy Holly used to like record this type of sound, like literally on this or something, and that's how I started playing at home. I used to slap furniture when I was a kid, like, and then I got a drum kit. Wow, that is maudlin. I'd probably pick Songbird by Christine McVie. Send me off fluttering